Peace and love, y'all. Peace and love. Hope y'all enjoyed that last live, y'all. What's going on? I'm gonna wait till a few of y'all get in here. I hope y'all ain't stuck on a whole live. I'm hoping. How y'all doing? Um, family, what's going on? How y'all doing? Peace and love, y'all. Peace and love, y'all. What's going on? Yo, family, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? What's going on? Yo, family, what's going on? Hope y'all seen the last live with me and my boy Tone. We was chopping it up. We haven't did a live together like in a year, I think, a year or two. It's been a minute. How you doing, family? What's going on? How you doing? Family, what's up? What's up? How y'all doing tonight? We got a lot to talk about tonight. Whole lot. We got a lot to touch bases on. Okay. How y'all doing? Yo, family, what's going on? How y'all evening going? How's everybody evening? Family. How y'all evening going? Yo, family, what's going on? Peace and love, y'all. Peace and love. Okay. Look, we're gonna start here, right? So I wanted to elaborate more on this, right? Um, because it's some new things I want to get a understanding of, right? So let me. So I want to say it like this, right? So I've been working on my credit report, but it's some things that I learned. I've been doing it, but this time I'm doing it again. It's called a sweep. If y'all never heard of it, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, they got something which is called a 4-day sweep, right? Where they sweep off all the negative items off your credit report, delete them until the creditor challenged that account to get those accounts back on, right? And you usually can get a sweep done by filing a dispute, but also by filing the FTC report. And by you filing this FTC report, it allows them to go ahead and work. So this is what I want to talk about, right? Because I promise you, I really think this is the one of the most important things, right? So when you go through the process and you're really trying to get a sweep, this is what we're gonna consider, right? So the credit bureaus look at it like this. Okay, they take the account, they run it through what system they run it through their system. They check to see if the FTC report is in place. They go ahead and process it. They send it to the special department. The special department removes the account. Once they remove the account, that's when they go ahead and take 4 days to process it, right? So once they take the 4 days to process it, boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, they process it, right? Now, once that is understood, right? Once we get that out the way, that's when it gets better because now we go ahead and we wait till they do the removal. Removal take 4 days, right? So now I'm speaking for those who got Apex credit. When I say Apex credit, meaning you got some good accounts on your profile, you fully established, you got paid off accounts and everything like that, right? And I'm only speaking to those who are already in that position. This is not for those who building credit. So if you're already building, if you're still building, listen to the information. You can learn from it. This is for future references. But for people who already got their profiles already built, the first thing you want to do, right, is assess your credit. right? So you look at all of the accounts, that's been deleted, which is good. And so all of the accounts that you have. So I'm assuming you already got an auto loan already on your credit that's paid off. Or or if you got both, you got a mortgage on your credit report that's paid off, or you got a personal loan that exceeds $10,000 that you had for at least 2 years. That's on your credit report. Now, the first thing that I would say that you should do to your credit report is to get more credit, right? And what I mean by taking on more credit, I mean credit cards. You want to make sure that you align yourself with the best and the easiest credit card companies, right? So I'm gonna name some right now, right? You have Synchrony Bank. Synchrony Bank offer a wide range of credit cards, right? So you can go through Synchrony Bank with Sam's Club. They can give you a $5,000 credit card or a $3,000 credit card, or they can exceed that limit to 7,000 to 10,000. Then you want to take, and then remember they run TransUnion. Then you want to take that same, then you got that on your collection. Then you go over to Capital One. Capital One got a variety of credit cards, and also if you already have an account with Credit Karma, hold on, is it Credit Karma? Capital One. If you got an account with Capital One also give you an option of all available accounts that you have, that you can access. So if you pre-qualify for them, or if they see that, like, let's just say if your credit score at a 720, and by your credit score being at a 720, you see all of the accounts that they see you pre-qualify for. Now, the pre-qualification is good because you don't technically got to run a hard inquiry. So by you running a soft inquiry, it allows you to pull your credit without it being a hard pull. So let's just say if you put it through for this platinum Capital One card, but the platinum card came back as approval, then you should see the limit. They approve you and they pre-qualified you for a $7,000 limit. Okay, accept it. Then you try your luck again. Try to ask for another card. If they pull it again, this time they're not going to run a hard inquiry because they just ran a hard inquiry after they approve you. So you try to do it again. Let's just say if they approve you for 7,000, and let's just say if you tried it again, but on the third time they denied you. So okay, you took the two cards. So now you at one Synchrony Bank, two Capital One. Now you go to another credit card issuer, and I would say use Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is good. They only use Experian. They don't use Equifax. They don't use TransUnion. They only use Experian. Now you got to have a minimum of like a 700 credit score. They say 680, but I'm gonna say 700 because they very stiff. They not that easy to work with. So you go to them. They got a few credit card options. I'll go with a platinum card first. Let's say you go with them, they run your credit. Make sure you go inside the branch. So while you applying for credit, remember this. You want to go inside the branch. You don't have to go inside the branch for Capital One. You don't have to go inside the branch for a Synchrony. But when it comes to real bank credit cards outside of Synchrony and Capital One, you want to go inside the branch if you don't have an account already, because it makes verification easier. It makes the process easier. You might can ask for a higher limit. You don't got to worry about identity theft. You don't have to worry about any of those things. So that's the good news. So if you get approved through Wells Fargo, that put 4 credit cards on your belt. The goal of having a lot of credit cards is because you want to max a certain budget. So if I have a quota that I want to reach, let's say if the quota is 200,000, right? Now, I'm going to say this. Synchrony Bank gave me, let's just say hypothetically, they gave you a $8,000 limit. That's how much it was when they first gave me a card. 8,000, right? And let's say if you go to Capital One, they give you a $7,000 limit. That's 15,000. Let's say Capital One gave you another $5,000 credit card. That's 15. That's 20,000, right? So now you at $20,000. But your quota is 200,000. Then you go from those banks, and now you at Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo Platinum Card, let's say if they gave you 7,500, 7,500 is 27,500. So 27,500. Then you go from Wells Fargo, you take that over to Chase. You go grab one Chase card. Let's say Chase starts you off with a $25,000 card. So 27,500 plus 25,000, that's 52,500. So you got $52,500. So right now, within a day's work, and this is only for people with excellent credit. So not average credit, not basic credit, not people who in the process of building. This is people with excellent credit. I'm talking about excellent profile, good history. Now you don't got to be perfect or exceptional, but you do have to be over 720. You had to have one of those accounts to reference off of, and you can't have no derogatories. That's what I mean when I say good credit. Good credit is when you go inside of any institution, snap of a fingers, you can get anything you want. So that's what I mean. So right now you're at $52,500. So by you having $52,500 worth of credit, you continue going. Because what a lot of people fail at understanding is when you borrow money from the bank or you get a credit card and etc., you don't want those accounts to be reported, right? Initially, you want to run out as many inquiries as possible so you are able to obtain much credit as possible. There's no reason for you to get one credit card and wait 3 years or another 6 months to get another credit card. Your goal is to apply and maximize all of your credit options within a short period of time. So if you get an Amex card today, you shouldn't wait 6 months to get a Chase card. You should get a Chase card, an Amex card, a Wells Fargo card, Bank of America card. That's already 1, 2, 3, 4. What else? What else? We have BMO Harris, PNC Bank, Truist Bank. What else banks you got? What else? We got Navy Federal. We got what else? You can even go to Woodside Credit Union, who finance the luxury exotic vehicles. So you have all of these companies right now, all these banking institutions that you can use in order to borrow credit. You get what I'm saying? And your goal is to maximize all of your credit options. And the reason why I will attack credit cards before auto loans is because a lot of credit cards are inquiry sensitive. Now, depending on how many inquiries on your credit report, I put ready 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, 9 credit card issuers are not going to use the same bureau. So Chase used TransUnion. Wells Fargo used Experian. Woodside Credit Union used TransUnion. Synchrony Bank used TransUnion. Truist used Equifax. PNC Bank sometimes use Equifax and Experian. What else? Navy Federal for credit cards, they use Experian. You got what else? What's another bank I just listed? BMO Harris, they use TransUnion. You know what I'm saying? So when you balance that out, you're able to organize your portfolio. So you got 3 inquiries in Experian. You got 3 more inquiries, TransUnion. Or even if you have 4 inquiries, TransUnion, and you go around and you put 3 more inquiries on Equifax. So by you balancing them out, they on 3 different bureaus, and your goal is to continue going. You go until you can't go no more. And the reason why you want to get all of them out the way in one day is because, number one, you will be able to get that budget. So now you have $52,500. You can turn that $52,500 to two times. So you get that in 2, you at You at 105. You at $105,000 even, and it's only in credit cards. I haven't got to the exotic loans yet. I haven't even got to you obtaining the cash loans. You get what I'm saying? And so the whole aspect of borrowing money needs to be calculated. Now, let me also make this clear. When you borrow money from this standpoint, I'm only borrowing money from Apex Credit. I'm not borrowing money from the beginning. I've been in that phase where I had to build up my accounts. I've been in that phase where I had to really start from scratch. I've been in that phase already. I've been in the phase where I was just at the bottom. I was at the phase where, I'm still climbing to the top. I was at the phase where I'm still doing the calculations. I'm making sure the numbers look right. I'm making sure that I build my credit out. But when you build credit, I'm speaking to those who actually build credit. This is the time you sit back and reflect. You times that, you make this, you do this, you do that, you do that, you do that. Now, even if you decide later that you want a vehicle, the vehicle could come last. Why? Why would I say that? Now, vehicles are different from credit cards. Vehicles are not inquiry sensitive because when you go to the dealership, they already expect you to have a lot of inquiries from other car dealerships due to you shopping around. And that don't even affect your credit report as much. So if you got 10 inquiries here, 10 inquiries there, you can have that. But I would say go to the dealership at night. So let's just say your credit journey start. You want to start your day from getting credit cards from 7 in the morning all the way until 5 p.m. So within 7 to 5, that leave you 10 hours. You working all day. You should already have your banks lined up. You should already have your banks lined up. You should already have your credit cards lined up. Right? So I'm gonna give you a list, right? So I'm gonna give you a list. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm about to give you a list right now. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all right now. Chase credit cards. Chase ain't better than Amex though, but Chase is good. Chase got more credit cards than Amex. Chase have a lot of credit cards, a lot of different credit cards. That's why I'm using them as an example, right? So let me show you guys. You see this? So you got the Sapphire, you got the Freedom, you got the Freedom Flex. Now with real credit, we ain't gonna chase the small ones. We chasing that Sapphire. We might touch the Freedom Unlimited. That's nice. We're gonna touch the Sapphire Reserve, and then you got the Business Sapphire. So we hit both. Make sure that business looking good. So I had got this one already, the Business Unlimited Inc. And I got the Business Preferred. I had got both of these credit cards. And then you got the IHG Premier card from Chase. You're talking about these $20,000, $30,000 limits on these 20, 30. For this, you can get a $50,000 limit even on the first hit. But you gotta have that exceptional credit. And like I said, that's not including Amex. That's not including Amex. Wells Fargo got about 3, 4 credit cards. They not on nothing when it comes to credit cards. But it's decent. It's not, they really not on nothing when it comes to it. American Express, look. American Express. All right. Okay, so same thing, right? You going on today, my brother. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Got to, bro. Got to, Derek. So you got the American Express Gold card. You got the Blue Cash Preferred card, the Platinum card. Now the Platinum card is the charge card. So that means you gotta pay, but you gotta pay the full balance. You can't leave over a balance. And you got so many other cards with Amex. You got 14 different cards, but they got way more cards than this when you deal with Amex cards. Way more cards than this. You got travel, you got the cash back. Let me see, all cards. 14? You probably gotta go through the business side, but they got 14 personal cards, got the Hilton Honors, and you can get all of these in one day. I would say 5. They'll let you max out with 5. American Express will let you max out with 5. They'll let you max out with 5 cards. And if you get 5 credit cards from American Express with a, let's say with a $10,000 to $20,000 limit, you did good. Does cleaning your credit erase your history? If you take off negative accounts and those negative accounts got a lot of history and you primarily banking on those negative accounts, it can't hurt you. Do you have primary trade lines? Yeah, I do. Yes, sir. Just tap in with me, fam. Just tap in with me. So, I had to go live. I just wanted to talk about this, y'all. I just wanted to go over some things that I'm going to do. I'm actually going to go live again. I'm gonna try to go Saturday. I just wanted to talk about, what's the plans is. I gotta go over the plans. And yeah, so all credit disputes, y'all, is getting sent out. I did a lot of work today, y'all. I made sure I made it work, but I want to go harder. So, rest of y'all getting y'all disputes finished up. I've been up the whole day, no naps, no nothing, making sure y'all get y'all credit cleaned up. Some of y'all got real good reports. It's just the negatives that's holding y'all back. Once y'all come through me, I'll make sure them negatives gone. And yeah, they doing the 4-day sweeps. Y'all ain't never heard of the 4-day sweeps? Go to TikTok. You can go to Facebook, and you can search up 4-day sweeps. I include everything, the FTC report, and I include the dispute. They gonna take it off in 4 days, and after 4 days, it's on. I'm talking about it's on. So I'm gonna let y'all know. All right, peace and love, y'all. If y'all want to contact me, just send me list. I also got my credit repair services on that list. So the list is under my list of products that I offer. So you can contact me at 224-463-1848. Again, it is 224-463-1848. Again, it is 224-463-1848. My account came back after a 4-day sweep. What did I do wrong? If it come back, that means they verified it. But guess what? At least it went away. I don't know your credit stance. Once it go away, it's time to work. It's not time to sleep on it or just say, oh, I got nice credit. You're supposed to wake up. Okay, get this, get that. At least get something going while you can. Now, I don't know your financial situation. I don't know how much money you have. I don't know how your credit look. As far as because just because it's sweet, that don't necessarily give you the ammunition to take off. You know what I'm saying? You sweet man, it's over with. I'm at a 750 with some good heat on there. But everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that when you're doing a sweep, that you actually got good credit. Because if you don't have good credit, the sweep means nothing. Yeah, I'll send you the list. So just shoot me a text, family, at 224-463-1848. Again, shoot me a text at 224-463-1848. Okay, fam. Yeah, okay. Just send me list. I'm gonna make sure I send it to y'all. Peace and love. One more time, my phone number is 224-463-1848. Again, my phone number is 224-463-1848. I'm out, fam. Oh yeah, once it gets sweet, I'm a screenshot and show y'all.